obviously first year Good Friday footy. What does it mean to be involved?
Yeah, look, great honour. Very proud to be able to play on this day against North. I think obviously footy will take a bit of a back seat on Good Friday, all about raising funds and awareness for the Good Friday appeal, and yeah, I think it's pretty special to be able to play on the day though.
And Jack, obviously another year involved for you guys. What does it mean playing on Good Friday?
No, as Di said, it's an honour, I suppose, and football, it's probably the one day of the year that football does take a back seat, and there's more important things to think about. And for us, a few of the boys were lucky enough last week to get down to the Royal Children's Hospital and spend some time with some sick kids, and to be honest, none of those kids deserve to be there, but unfortunately they are, and for us as a footy community to come together for a day to try and raise as much money as we possibly can for the Good Friday appeal, I think it's an honour to be a part of, and the Bombers have been great in helping build the game, and hopefully we can get a full stadium here on Friday afternoon.
Is this the right opponent, do you think, now? You've tried 3 different ones, you've got a great rivalry with Essendon, you think it's going to be a sellout. Do you think you can make this an annual event?
Well, we'd like it to be an annual event, and I suppose the crowd that we get here on Friday will determine that. But for us, it's about putting on a good show, a good footy game, but also promoting as much as we can to get as many people here to support the cause, because that's really the reason why we're here, is to support a great cause and try and get as many people here as possible to do that.
Jack, there's all the niceties there between you two, but on for young and old on Friday afternoon?
Oh, I think that doesn't have to be said. It's a big game for both clubs. The Bombers have been in good form the last couple of weeks, and we got the monkey off the back last week as well. So we're expecting it to be a fierce contest, no doubt, as it always is, and really looking forward to it.
Internally, is Essendon your biggest rival?
They're one of, obviously. There's no easy games in the AFL these days, but with the suburbs located so close and some history back in the olden days, I think they're definitely a rival for us.
Jack, you were getting very close, that Brisbane game especially. Brad said could easily have won that one. What sort of changed for you guys ahead of the win over Adelaide?
Oh, I think probably our consistency. Over the first 3 weeks of the season, we'd put together parts of games, and we're fully aware of what we're capable of without putting it together for 4 quarters. And I think on the weekend it's important for us to string 4 quarters together. And I think although we've definitely got some areas of improvement to go in terms of goal kicking and some other things throughout the game, I thought the effort and the consistency of the way we wanted to play was there for 4 quarters, and that was probably why we got the result.
Did you have any issues with, I guess, the strength of criticism over Ben Brown from one sort of area in particular over some staging? Did you have any issues with that?
Oh no, look, to be honest, we don't really take much notice of the external criticism of our players, because one day you'll be reading in the papers that he's the best player in the comp, and the next day, like 2 weeks ago, he's not. So for us as footballers, and Dyson will be the same, we sort of just concentrate on what we can control, and that's our internal expectations and the way we go about it.
This game last year was a real shootout. Do you need it to be a different style for you to win this time?
Against the Bombers? Not Good Friday, yeah, okay. I was trying to figure out whether Good Friday last year was a shootout or not. It was a bit of a shootout. It was a high-scoring affair, and I think that's the way the Bombers like to play. So for us going forward, we haven't had that discussion yet as a group. That'll come tomorrow at our main training session, but defence is going to play a big part in the game for both teams, and essentially that's how you win games of footy these days, is trying to stop the opposition from scoring. And obviously the Bombers have got star power across all lines, and we'll have our hands full on the weekend.
You had your hands full with Eddie Betts, small forward. You're coming up against arguably someone just as good and in form, Donald Tipungwuti. How do you handle that?
He's had a great 2 weeks, hasn't he? He kicked, I think, 4 or 5, 2 weeks ago and 7 on the weekend. So our small defenders will have their hands full this week, and I'm sure, like most teams do these days, you'll have a role set for someone, but it will be a team team defence on those type of guys, and essentially to put pressure on the midfield and try and limit that ball coming in with no pressure will be a big way going to stop him, because as we all say, he's in great form.